Hi, I hope you're ready this week to bake shortbread biscuits with me. The first thing we're going to do is turn our oven on to 160 degrees. We're going to start by putting some of our ingredients into our bowl. The first thing is butter, which we'll need 200 grams. So this really needs to be at room temperature, so in the morning just take it out so it's ready and warmed up. Perfect, and to that we're going to add 100 grams of caster sugar. Now using a whisk you want to mix that up until it's nice and smooth. It should be quite easy because the butter's quite soft as we got that out earlier. So that is nice and smooth, and you might notice that the colour's changed from slightly yellow to quite a pale white. Now before we add in our flour, this is the part where you can get creative. You can add in really whatever you would like. Good options are raisins, chocolate chips, or you could even put Smarties in there. So whatever you would like, or you could actually leave them plain. I'm going to be using chocolate chips, so I'm going to add some of those in now. Now the next ingredient is going to be plain flour. You need 300 grams of this, and we're going to use our whisk again to mix that all together, but you just want to mix it until it's just combined. You don't want to mix for very long. you can see that's just combined there. Just going to clear my work surface because we're going to get our hands messy now. We're going to get in there and put it out on the side. Now, just before you do that though, so it doesn't stick to the side, you just want to get a little bit of your plain flour and dust it over your surface. So using your hands, you want to get in there, you want to bring it out and you want to roll it into a rough ball. If it's a little sticky, you can add a tiny bit more flour just by dusting that on top. And also to prepare your rolling pin, you might want to pop some flour on there as well, just so while you're rolling that dough out, it doesn't get stuck there too. We're going to roll our dough out. You want it to be roughly 5mm, half a centimetre thick. So just before cutting them out, you want to get your tray ready. I've just put some baking paper on top. I've rolled out my dough nice and thin, so you can pick any shape cutters you would like and get as many out of that as you can. Once you press it down, they should come out nice and easy. Once you've got as many as you can out of that, you can just squish that all together and re-roll it and start again until all your dough has run out. all cut out. One last thing to do before they go in the oven is you want to get some caster sugar. Just use your fingers and pinch a little bit and sprinkle that on the top of each biscuit. Nice. So mine are ready to go in the oven now. So I'm going to pop that in, and when you come to check it, in about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how big your biscuits are. Obviously, the bigger the biscuits, the longer that the time will take. If they're quite small, they take a little bit less time. Just watch out, they'll start to change colour, just start to go slightly golden brown. When you test them, you can feel them with the tip of your finger. Just be very careful because they're going to be hot, but they will be still slightly soft. Once you take them out, as they cool down, they will turn slightly harder and quite crumbly, like the shortbread biscuit. So don't panic if they're soft, they will be ready. So I'm going to pop that in and have a look in about 20 minutes time. Right, so it's been 20 minutes, so I'm going to have a look in the oven and check my shortbread biscuits. Show you what mine are looking like so far. So you can see that they've slightly turned golden brown, but they're not too dark, and they are in fact a little bit soft still, which is great, but you can feel that they're cooked right through. So I'm going to put these aside and leave them to cool down for a little while, and I'll transfer them to a cooling tray once they're done. But once they're ready, they will be delicious.